The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, in him, and let him fling another one.
Taken down, but not before cross midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And down he'll go at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking here for Smith downfield. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where we're off, able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the picking up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Rip left.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
But I think the ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. It's caught, Cooper. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Able to connect on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st down, Sanders flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Hurts gets this to Sanders. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw here. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. That's Fountain. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff as they run left side. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And now here's a carry heading left. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now here's a throw that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're in control here as they start to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one caught by Ridley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The 2nd in the NFL. Interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off he might pick up the 1st down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.